Fellow viewers, welcome to the channel School of Wisdom. The School of Wisdom is a platform for addressing life issues. We deal with a lot of topics that are relevant to man's life on the earth here. We've seen that we have a lot of problems people are carrying, and they have looked for solutions and have not been able to find the needed solutions. That's why this school has been created. And topics like relationship, marriage, education, business, we deal with all kinds of issues that have to do with man and the enjoyment of life here on the earth. And we have been able to get, by the grace of God, seasoned teachers who have correct and the relevant answers to the questions we have been carrying about. And their services have helped change a lot of people and transformed a lot of communities. We are grateful to the Lord for making such people available to us. Before we bring our guests tonight, I want you to first of all like the page, subscribe, share to as many as possible, your friends, your relatives, your co-workers, co-tenants, and even your enemies, so that they will also enjoy what you are going to enjoy. And more to the point, press the button, the bell, so that anytime we upload any new video, you can have access to it without wasting time. I want to bring on board our seasoned teacher for tonight. We're prepared, and you have to understand that still the channel is School of Wisdom. Only the best is good for you as you link up with us. Without wasting time, I want to bring on board King George. He is our guest for tonight. King George, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
I hope everything is fine.
All by His mercies, we are doing great.
We thank God. You are looking so wonderful.
You are also looking great.
We thank God. We thank God. We thank God. We've heard a lot about you.
Sure.
And your teachings are helping a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Personally, I know some of them. And in fact, we recommend you for the great work you are doing.
Thank you, sir.
And we know you have come at the right time, because this is the time our generation needs people like you. And we are grateful to the Lord. And like I told my viewers, we are going to hear what will help us to address issues of life. King, let's do it this way. Before we go on to the topic of this today, looking at what is going on in marriages, in education, in politics, in religion, all over the world, not only Ghana, everywhere. I want to find out from you, is there any hope for man in this world?
Thank you very much, Pastor, for such a great privilege that you have given to me. Even inviting me to come to this powerful platform. Wow. Is something that I do not take it lightly. Wow. In fact, you have really honored me. Such a great platform that you have called me to become a guest. Wow. I do really appreciate. I thank you for that. And also, I also commend you for standing in the gap. You see, sometimes God is looking for people who will stand in the gap for other generation. But his mind will just be roaming around without finding anybody. Wow. But you have stood in for God. And in fact, what you are doing at this time of your age, people will be thinking that, oh, you should be retiring. But he said, no, you will do this for God. Wow. So I thank you and I commend you for doing that. May God richly bless you for everything that you have done.
Amen.
So thanking you, let me go straight to the question that you have just asked. That whether there is hope for mankind on this world. Yeah, I would first start by saying that hope depends on the kind of information that you have. Because I always tell people that the difference between rich and the poor is only information.
Wow.
So what is making the rich become more richer and what is making the poor become more poorer is all about information.
Okay.
So the rich knows something that the poor doesn't know.
Sure.
So the difference between them, like I said, is information. So for a man to have hope or not to have hope in this world depends on the kind of information the person has. And I personally know that as long as you are a man living on this earth, you have life, there is hope for you. There is hope for you. And I am not the only person who is saying that. You see, God that we are all serving, the Creator, He created this earth for man to occupy. And not just occupy it for occupying sake. He inculcated in man what we call hope. He knows that as long as we are on this earth, we'll be facing challenges. So he programmed us to know that no matter what comes, we should be seeking for the better future.
Wow.
And he did not just place that thing inside our hearts. He actually ordered some of his prophets to record it so that the next generation that will be coming will know that this is what God has for mankind. So a prophet like Jeremiah, he told Jeremiah to just record it, that he has a purpose for his people. He said, I know the thought that I have for you. A thought to give you an expected end. A thought not to give you, not an evil thought, but a thought to give you an expected end. So for God to tell you that he has a thought of you, and that thought is all about giving you an expected end. It clearly shows that God has a better future for man. And since he is the omnipotent, the omniscient, the omnipresent, if he has hope for mankind, it means no matter where you are, you must internalize this inside you. You must internalize this, that there's hope for you once you are alive. It is not only Prophet Jeremiah who God used to record this. In fact, he also spoke through one of his kings. In fact, we always acknowledge him as the wisest king who ever lived. That is King Solomon. He said, a living dog is far more better than a dead lion. Why did he say that? He was just trying to say that as long as you have life, no matter where you are, there is hope and opportunity for you. Wow. So a living dog represents somebody who is very low in the class of this system. And a dead lion also depicts powerful people, those with influence, those with money, wealth. We are talking about powerful people. But I said, as long as they don't have life, there is no hope for them. But you, no matter where you are, don't consider your situation. Don't think that where I am, things are not working for me. He said he just places, he used dog to represent those who are lowly. Because when you compare lion and a dog, you see that lion is more powerful than the dog. Sure. So for him to say that a living dog is better than a dead lion, he was just trying to say that once you have life, the hope that you have is better than somebody who had power but no more living on this earth. So as long as we are living on this earth, or as long as we have life, there is hope for everybody who is living. And interestingly, God also made people to record that, say, the hope that we have conceived, the hope that we have, it will never be cut short. Wow. It will never be cut short. When you read Proverbs chapter 23 verse 18, it is there. He said your hope will never be cut short. Wow. It means that since he is saying that our hope will never be cut short, he's just trying to say that no matter where you find yourself, no matter what you're going through, there's hope for you. And that hope, if you put all your attention on that hope, you will get that hope. So he also admonishes us that we shouldn't walk by sight. We shouldn't allow things that are around us, those that things that we are seeing, the negative things that we are experiencing, shouldn't determine our future. He said we shouldn't consider that, so we shouldn't walk by faith. We shouldn't walk by sight, by what? But faith. We should have the faith that our future is bright and our future is glorious. Wow. So if you ask me whether man has future in this world, I will say with all audacity that there's future for everybody who is living.
Wow. Viewers, I told you, from the way he has presented even the beginning of our conversation, I can assure you that we have so much to gain from him. No wonder they call him Mr. Hope. So I'm now going to the topic for today.
Okay.
Ken, looking at you, giving us assurance that there is hope for whosoever has life. That is the way you put it. Whosoever is alive on this earth today, there is hope. Then, what is this life you are talking about? What is life all about? And how can one enjoy or experience this life of hope you are talking about?
Oh, thank you once again, Pastor, for this great question. Wow. You see, a lot of people have been battling about life. They don't know the meaning of life. They don't even understand. King David once said, they know not, neither do they understand. He said, they walk in darkness. And the whole earth is out of course. Say the whole world is out of course. Why is the whole world out of course? Is because they know not, neither do they understand. Okay. So a lot of people do not understand life. They don't even know it. They don't know the purpose of life. They don't know the intention of life, the original intent. And one thing that we must always understand is that intent is very important. Wow. Without the discerning, if you cannot discern the intent of something, you always find yourself in a place called misunderstanding. Okay. Intent is very important. So you must know the intent of life. When we are talking about intent, we are talking about the purpose of life. Okay. And for you to know the purpose of life, you must first understand. You must first know the meaning of it before you can know the purpose of life. Because meaning or definition gives clarity. When we talk about definition, we are talking about the statement that expresses the nature of something. Okay. So when someone defines life, the person has given you power to control life. Because he has given you how life is supposed to be. He has given you the key to life. Okay. So definition is also important in dealing with life matters. Wow. Because if someone wants to deceive you, it is the definition that he will use to deceive you. So I always say that deception lies in the definition of terms. So for us to know the meaning of life, or for us to know how life is supposed to be lived, or for us to understand life, we must first know the meaning, the definition for life. Okay. So when we know the definition for life, that is when we can know how life is supposed to be lived. Okay. And our problem is that we came to this world beginning to believe what is transferred to us. We came, and the way the system is operating, we just go by the system. We don't ask questions. So the life that we are living now is actually a life that was transferred or given to us by our leaders or our forefathers. Okay. Very good. And because of that life, because that life is not from God, let me put it that way. Okay. It means we are living in opinion of others. And remember, opinion doesn't mean wisdom. Wow. The fact that you can express your opinion, the fact that you have opinion that you can express, doesn't mean that you are wise. So if your life is based on what has been communicated to you by your leaders or your forefathers, it means you are living in the realm of their opinion. You must question yourself that, is this how God defines life? If their lifestyle aligns with what God says, then you are on the right path.
Okay.
But if the definition of God's life is not in alignment with what you are experiencing or the life that they were living, it means you are at the wrong path.
Wow.
And you can never experience good life. You can never experience the purpose in which you were brought to this earth.
Okay.
So it is very important to know the meaning of life from God's perspective.
Wow.
And when God is defining life, he uses what we call pillars.
Pillars.
He uses what we call 5 pillars. Because God, he's the one who created everybody on this earth. All creation came from him. So the pillars that he gives, no matter where you find yourself, as long as that place is on earth, you can experience life at its best.
Wow.
So knowing the pillars and understand them will make life very simple and enjoying.
Wow.
And the pillars are: 1, the creator,
The creator,
the existence,
the existence,
the purpose,
the purpose,
the time,
time,
and the place.
place.
These are the 5 pillars
5.
that God instructs us that anytime we are defining life, you should make sure that you will find these pillars inside the definition.
Wow. Wow. This is the first time I'm hearing that life definition, you have something called pillars. I've never heard it anywhere. That's why they call you Mr. Hope. Please, can you put these 5 pillars into the definition, knit together, so we can understand it better?
Or okay, like I've already mentioned the pillars. When we are to knit them together to form one definition, it will be like this: the reality of being in existence.
The reality of being in existence.
Within a certain period of time,
Within a certain period of time,
in a particular place,
in a particular place,
for the purpose in which existence was given,
for the purpose in which existence was given,
for the glorification of the Creator.
for the glorification of the Creator.
Sure.
Go by it again, please. Viewers, this is a very sweet definition.
like I said,
Wow.
when you know the definition of something, you have power to control it.
Confidence. You will have confidence.
Because the definition actually tells us the nature of something.
Wow.
So knowing life definition from God's perspective will just give you power to control life. So God says the definition that I just stated, I'm repeating it. I said the reality of being in existence.
The reality of being in existence
Within a certain period of time.
within a certain period of time,
In a particular place.
in a particular place,
For the purpose in which existence was given.
for the purpose in which the existence was given,
For the glorification of the Creator.
for the glorification of the Creator.
Sure.
Wow. So the 5 pillars have actually been mentioned in your definition.
Sure.
And you are telling us this is from God's perspective.
Exactly.
Can you then break down this definition? Take the pillars one after the other, break them down for us.
Oh, okay. Like I said, you see, the reason why God gives these pillars is that He knows that He is the one who created everybody on this earth.
Okay.
And He intentionally positioned us in the area that will benefit us.
Okay.
We were not brought
By chance.
in a particular place.
Okay. Okay.
Everywhere you come from, it is divine ordination.
Okay.
And God doesn't want you to be at a disadvantage.
Okay.
That is why He gives the pillars. So wherever that you find yourself and you apply this definition of life to yourself,
Okay.
you will see that indeed God has not disadvantaged you at where you are. That is why you must know all these pillars. So let's take the pillars one after the other and explain.
Okay.
We will start by taking the Creator.
The Creator.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we talk about the Creator in terms of life, what we are just trying to mean is that everything originated from God. Everything originated from the Creator. Therefore, He has absolute right to define how the thing is supposed to be. So everything that you are also going to do, you must reference God. Because you did not create anything. You came to meet everything here. So He's the one who knows how the thing is supposed to be lead or ruled or operate. So since He's the one who can determine the function of everything, everything that you are doing, He must be the center of whatever that you are doing. If you take Him out of the boat, automatically the boat will definitely sink. So He is the center of everything. He is the one who determines how the life is supposed to be. It is this reason that the ancient king called David said, God is the fountain of life. In His light, we see light. He said, God, He is the fountain of life. In His light, we see light. When David said God is the fountain, he was trying to mean that God is the source. When we talk about fountain, we are talking about the source. He said that God, or the Creator, is the source of everything. And since He is the source of everything, whatever that you will do, you must see from His eyes. What He determines is what you are supposed to go by. And when you talk about the light of God, He said, in His light we see light. We are talking about the knowledge, God's knowledge, God's understanding, and God's wisdom. Knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. This is what we call light. So in the scriptures, the moment you hear light, we are referring to knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. So the best teacher of all times, called Jesus Christ of Nazareth, He said, you people are the light of this world. In other words, He said, if you follow Him, you possess His knowledge, His understanding, and His wisdom. So you become the overseer, the pillar of knowledge. That's when you talk about light, what we are referring to. So David saying that in His light we see light, he was just trying to say that in the knowledge of God we see knowledge. In God's understanding we get understanding. And in God's wisdom we get wisdom. And the purpose for these three things is to give us joy and peace. Knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. The purpose of these three is supposed to give you joy and peace. So when you are not experiencing joy in your life, when you are not experiencing peace in your life, it means you are not seeing from God's light. So the moment you begin to see from God's light, these two things are supposed to be your portion: joy and peace.
The whole world is looking for peace.
And joy.
Middle East, Russia, Ukraine, everywhere. It means therefore that we have missed God's understanding, knowledge, and wisdom.
Sure.
Viewers, you can agree with me that the problems individuals we are having in our families, in our communities, everywhere, stem from what he's talking about. So let's listen very carefully, take notes, and learn from Mr. Hope.
So, like I was saying, that if you just take the Creator from the equation, there's no way you will get proper answer. So if you are not experiencing joy and peace in your life, it means you are not seeing from the light of God. So when we talk about the Creator, in fact, that is what we actually mean. That everything emanated from Him. He's the one who engineered everything. And since He's the one who did that, you must always reference Him. He must supposed to be the center of everything that you do. And as we are talking about, we will go a bit further by saying that a lot of people are also of the view that there's nothing called creator.
Okay.
In fact, I am not here to condemn them.
You're atheist.
I don't know. I don't want to mention anybody's name, but I don't have problem of them conceiving that kind of idea.
Yes.
They have every right to believe whatever they believe. But when someone tells you that there is no creator, see, as a discerning person, what makes it dangerous is this: if someone is telling you that there is no creator, the person is trying to let you know that he is the standard.
Okay.
He is not answerable to anybody.
Okay.
And when you're moving with someone who doesn't answer to anybody, the person becomes a threat.
Okay.
And dangerous in society.
Wow.
For instance, as we are all living in our various environments, our various nations and society, everybody is answerable to the law.
Yes. Yes.
Of the state. And the law of the state didn't come by itself. It was enacted by people.
Okay.
It means that we created our own laws. That tells you that everything that you are experiencing came from somebody. Okay. So for someone to tell that there is no creator, actually the person is just trying to become the standard for himself. And when you are doing that, the reason why they want to become the standard is that they don't want to go according to the prescription of the creator. You see, Paul once said, the ancient apostle who lived in a country called Tarsus, he once said, all creation bears witness that there is a creator, but human being has decided not to give him the honor that he deserves. And King David also said, it is only a fool who says in his heart that there is no God.
Sure.
Because everything that you are seeing didn't just come like that. Every beautiful thing that you are seeing, it is somebody who actually originated it. It is the work of some people that brought what you are seeing that you say is beautiful. This attire that I'm wearing, it didn't just come by chance. It is somebody's idea that brought this into being.
Sure.
So everything that we are seeing here came from idea. It came from an idea. Ideas are from people.
Okay.
So it tells you that everything that we are seeing here, there's somebody who engineered it. So to tell you that there is no creator, you must be feared. You want to become the standard because you don't want to be answerable to anybody. That's why you are saying that.
Sure.
And anybody who doesn't answer to something or somebody, that person is very dangerous. Because today you'll be working with a person and he can decide that today I feel like taking human's blood.
Okay.
I don't want to drink water anymore. I want to drink blood. And remember, if he says he wants to drink blood, he's not going to drink his own blood. It is your blood that the person is demanding for. So when you are working with such people, you must be very careful because they say they don't believe. You don't want to submit to higher authority. That is what they are trying to tell you.
Martin Chuck's there.
No. So that is why we said, without a creator in your life, there's no way you can experience what I said, the joy and the peace. Okay. So somebody who tell that there's no creator is something that you must be very careful, or you should be cautious about that person.
Wow.
And we have a lot of people also who believe that man actually came from or evolved from animals.
Wow.
This is actually an insult, because what they forget is that every human being on this earth, or everything that you see, the source of that thing determines its strength and its nature. For instance, this attire, it is originated from a certain material. So if we can bend that material, it means we can also bend this material. So the chair that I'm sitting on, if it was made of iron, and since iron cannot be bent like that, it means you cannot also bend this one like that. It tells you that your source determines your strength or your nature. So for you to tell me that I evolved from animals, you are trying to tell me that I should behave
like an animal.
Like animals.
I know what it is happening.
And in fact, it is an insult. When you read the good books, Bible says he created man in his image. The image of God, he created them, male and female. So that person was referring you to a creator that you came from him. it means what the Creator has, you also have that thing.
Okay.
Because your source determines what you are made of. So to tell me that some people evolved from animals, you are telling that we just came from animals.
Okay.
Therefore, our nature is supposed to be just like that of the animals. And if you go to the jungle, you see lion can just put his hand and be destroying other animals.
Yeah.
You see, and the same thing that we are also experiencing. The strength, those who are having influence, the wealth with the politicians, those who have power. Look at how they are maltreating the lower class of life. You see, it's because of all these ideas. People think that they are superior to others, but it shouldn't be like that. We were all created in the image of God. Therefore, we must behave like God. We must behave like God. So when we talk about the Creator, in fact, these are some of the things that we can say concerning the Creator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Viewers, we have been taught that life without God is meaningless, is useless, is chaos. So in order to enjoy a meaningful life, like he's saying, they are just taking one of the pillars, that is God, remaining the four others. And I believe we have received so much from this one. Let's see whether you want to continue or we pause here. Ken, you have so much blessed us with this knowledge of the Creator, that he is the reference point for whosoever wants to have a meaningful life. Thank you very much. We know you gave us 5 pillars. So what happens now?
I wish I could add the next pillar to what we are just discussing.
Okay.
But since you have just started this channel, a new channel like this, I think sometimes when the topic is lengthy, people become fed up of hearing it. So let us make it a series. As we have started. The next episode, we will explain the next one till we complete all the pillars of life.
Viewers, we are pausing here to continue next time as he's telling us. And I know you will still make yourself available. Please, the channel still remains School of Wisdom. Help us by liking, then sharing, commenting. Just subscribe and press the button so that you can continue to enjoy the rest of the series ahead of us. So we want to say a big thank you to Ken and wish him the best for the next season. Ken, we are grateful.
Thank you, sir.
And we know God will bless you and bless your family. Thank you very much. And we know that we're going to get to the next time we need you.
Sure.
God bless you so much.
And bless you also.
Yeah, viewers, your host, my name is Pastor Isif Kwanye Thomas. Pastor Isifu Kwanye Thomas. Remember, the channel is still the School of Wisdom. Till we meet again, God bless you and bye-bye.